Making the decision to be a musician wasn't really much of a decision for me, you know. I'm from a musical family. There was music in the house every day. Music was the language that I probably heard and spoke before I started speaking English, you know what I mean? So it's more just some things choose you rather than you choose it. And as a teenager, first you're looking for a way to fit in, and then eventually you're looking for a way to stand out as you get older. And music did all of that for me. When you're on the stage and everything comes together, man, that's an amazing thing already. But when you look out in the audience and you realize that what you're feeling is being transferred to all these people out there, that's an incredible feeling. But that's the idea, that music is such a wonderful means of communication. And if you can get people to feel it, man, that's a connection. And that's very important. So you get those kind of questions like, do you ever get tired of playing music? And I say, man, you ever get tired of breathing? It's like, this is like essential. The only challenge for me is to try to continue to grow and to continue to improve. As a musician, this is a never-ending quest, man. Effects are an amazing tool, but they're a tool. So what you have to do is realize that you got to do your work first. You know, you got to go to the woodshed and make sure you got your chops together. That's your job. But the effects can inspire you, you know what I mean, to communicate in a different way. And the colors that you can get, man, really change the music. You run into a block, everything's kind of sounding the same, man, and you just hit that phase shifter, man, and like sunlight comes on, man. All of a sudden, notes that were just mundane, all of a sudden, they have this little magic to it, you know what I mean? And it makes you look at the world a little differently. It makes you look at your music a little differently. Next thing you know, you're running down the road, man, with some more creativity. I discovered the MXR brand staring at the feet of guitar players in my neighborhood. I come from a neighborhood in New York called Jamaica, Queens, and when I was coming up, there was a band on every block. There was a dance band, R&B band on every block. Every band. Oh, that's the band from 157th Street. Oh, that's the band from 156th Street, you know? And we used to check out each other, and I remember clear as day, a guitar player playing, and he had that watery sound that you can only get with the MXR Phase 90. Next day I went to the music store looking for that orange pedal, you know. Visually, the first thing that you noticed was that orange. So, you know, you didn't even have to be close to the musicians to know, oh, there it goes. The visual plus the sound identified it. And then what became cool is that, you know, MXR started coming out with all these different colors, right? And subconsciously, especially as young people, you started identifying the sound with the colors. You know, like even today, if I hear a certain chorus sound, it sounds yellow to me because the MXR stereo chorus was yellow. And flangers, that sound sounds black to me because that was the color of the MXR flanger. Even when MXR comes out with a pedal today, what's the first thing I notice? What color is it? You know what I mean? And then when you step on it, it sounds like that. You make a connection between the visual and the aural. Back in the day, as bass players, we would just take the guitar player's effects and plug them in and see what they did for a bass. But now, what's really cool is that MXR has started to try to take that into consideration and make some effects specifically for the bass so that you don't lose the primary job of the bass, which is to hold down the bottom, but you can still, you know, put some juice and inspire yourself and inspire other people with what you're doing. So in a certain way, these effects can help you make your connection. I think it's your responsibility to figure out how to do it. And the way you do it is you just screw around until you find something good. You know what I mean? You go to the music store and you stay there as long as the music store guy will let you stay there. Try to find one that you feel like, oh, this would be cool. Bring it home, experiment, 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 you know? And you can't hope that the effect is gonna make the music for you. But if you use it creatively, man, it can really really inspire you.